What's going on, guys? So tonight we're looking at this Bigfoot that's watching me through the bushes. There are several. What we're learning is that they'll pack together when people come close to them, or when they think they're going to come close to them, and they'll peek through the bushes, right? And in addition to that, when they pile up, it becomes very confusing. So you can literally see the concern lines in this thing's forehead. Like, this is a forehead, and then we've got the eyes there. This is the nose, and probably if he comes forward, his actual color. That's the ball of the nose, and the ball of the nose is just outside that little wall of diffusion that we can't see. It's changing what's in the back different colors. Now he can change green and all this, and even all he has to do is looks like back up a few inches, and he'd be back in there. But this is actually a really big creature, and we're going to take a look at it now. I'm just going to run the footage, but this frame is one of the ones that, after searching through all the frames, is one of the ones that I would call an identifier. And so we've got the side of the face here, and it comes up the head, and you can see there's apparently some other stuff going on with him in addition to the bushes. And then we've got the eyes, and like I said, the split in the forehead. You can see this is going to be the ball of the nose. Nostrils down here. They don't appear to be flared out right now. But as we go through the footage and we start looking, we come across some really killer frames, and there are obviously in these examples other creatures. There's one on the ground here. At times he comes forward and we can see him perfectly. The big, bulging, archaic, type forehead. This is the kind that I saw that was very man-like, except the one I saw had really long hair all over his head. I venture a guess that the ones with the long hair over their head are the hardest ones to actually get a good glimpse of, because they just look like a bush. I mean, literally. But as we go forward with the review tonight, you can see the multiple frames. In this one, you can see there's the eye. It's a perfect eye, but this is enormous. I mean, enormous, right? A human being is about that tall. When we stand there, we're about this tall. Here's that forehead I was talking about. And this creature, you can see this eye down here. This is a creature, and he comes into view when the diffusion lightens up. But we got this guy here we're watching in the breakdown. So we're going to just move forward. You can see, again, we got the bridge of the nose, and he appears to be squinting, and the head's up in this area. Now, I've consistently been identifying really strange aspects to these creatures, and at times it looks like they have maybe pointy ears. Look at this. You can see the pupil in there, and it looks kind of weird because he's mashed in with other creatures, but we can see the mouth line down here. And just watch here as we come forward. We get some really good frames where we can see the nostril and the side of the nose. You know what I mean? And he's looking at us. It's real simple. He's looking at us. As the footage goes forward, we get different distances where we can see the creature and its nostrils right in here, and in the eyes. And as we move forward, we're going to get some really killer frames of this guy in the breakdown. And we're going to be zooming in here in a second. Here we go. And we can see that's a great frame with the split of the upper lip. This is the upper lip right underneath this nose. And he's just got this squinty kind of eye area, but he also at times appears to have his hand up. This does appear to be another creature with him, and he's kind of peeking out behind it. But just looking at these frames, when we start getting to this back end of this breakdown, he looks like he has pointy ears, but I think it's the top of another creature's head, and the way the light's kind of catching him. I don't think he has pointy ears, but you can see him back there. And I'm just fishing and pointing my camera over there, trying to look like I'm busy. And we get some really good frames of this sprawled out nostrils, and the bridge is kind of laid back. And there's so much diffusion, it's just breaking up everything. But when we get into the back part of this clip, you can see how he blends in. You can barely tell he's there, man. And if it wasn't for what we know, we wouldn't be able to even come close to seeing what's in this bush. And I'm making adjustments to it right now in the editor, and as soon as it saves, I'll back up, and you can see, Look at this thing. He's right in there. But all that diffusion is disturbing what the camera sees. Now, is this an ear? Do these creatures have big ears coming on the side? I don't think so. I think this is just a typical Bigfoot. And I think, there's other ones with him and it's making it look crazy. But when they jam in like that, that's what you get. Crazy. And so anyway, we're going to be looking at a few creatures here. We've got another section of clip, and we've got two more, and you can even see what appear to be some of his teeth sticking out the front. There's like two shiny things here, and you got him. He's here. But here's a smaller one, and they're all jammed in next to each other. And as we move forward in this, you really can see this guy. And so I'm going to just let this baby run, but you can see he's squinting. This is a creature back in there. And his whole face is here. Looks like a pudgy Jabba the Hutt kind of guy. And you can see he's like looking around. We got nostrils right here, and the eyes coming off the side. We got cheeks with the shine. This is one of those achromatons with the white skin, and then they've got that black hair that blocks the heat signature. Whatever that hair is comprised of, it absolutely will block heat signature. And we've, documented that many times with thermal cameras. So we're letting it kind of run. I'm pushing it forward real slow, but I want to see if we get any really killer frames of this guy in this, section of the clip, at least. Now he seems to be breaking up, and he's hiding behind the saw palmettos with his little buddies. And this is the same time that the other one is on the other side. And look at that. And there's other ones in here, man. Look, there's just crazy stuff going on in this footage. And but this guy right here and the one next to him are absolutely amazing. And I'm learning so much about the creatures and how they look. You can see his eye up in there, and then this guy next to him. But let's get a little closer and see. If we get a couple of good frames. Here we get the head. And we got that ghost spook look in the bushes there, and just move forward a little more, and we're gonna get these really wacky frames where you can see even a little bit of hair in there.